Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be doing a pick a card on what the gossip is on you. We have 3 piles, 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, check out my other channel and do the same. Donate, leave timestamps, all of that stuff is so greatly appreciated. You guys mean the world to me, and anyone who's here to support me on my path while I'm here to support you on yours is very appreciated, so thank you for that. Let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what is the gossip on you and who might be doing it? We have a butterfly, an eyeball, love. Some people might be talking about how you're kind of hypnotized by love, how you might be not seeing things clearly because of love, or maybe you were like that in the past and you've made this transformation in your life. Buds. You might actually have a love connection going on right now where you and this person are very good friends as well. Something may be growing for you that people are discussing. We also have the dragon as well. I love volleyball and a tree. So you could definitely be somebody very sporty. You may involve yourself in a lot of sports or in a lot of athletic type of things as well. I really feel like you definitely have something going on in your love life that people are discussing. Maybe even for some of you, this person might actually be connected to your family in some sort of way as well. People are talking about how you're very strong, how you're very grounded, how you are somebody who is there for others when they need help as well. And people could also be talking about your family line or your family tree and the cycles that have repeated throughout your family. Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, Sagittarius. People could be talking about your relationship with your siblings as well, or something that may actually be hidden about your family. There may be a few people who know about it and could be discussing it. Could be something to do with your past friends as well, or maybe even time periods where you were targeted in some sort of way. Could have something to do with your father too. Maybe something to do with your relationship with your father and how it's affected your love life in some way. RJ, JR, N, Q, K, V, D, T, a chip off the old block, D, Z. So you could be very similar to your family or especially your parents as well. I, Y, DIY, U, P, Z, S. People could be talking about something that happened while you were asleep. PC, CPS. People could be talking about child welfare, and maybe you spent some time in foster care for some of you as well, or something along those lines. Pics. People could be talking about some sort of pictures or photographs. Zit. Spit. Spin. Sip. Sit. Sit and spin. People could be talking about your childhood for some reason. Run. Quiet, quit, evict, kid, knit, tick, tin, tip, tips. Somebody could work for tips. Runt. You could have been like the smallest one in your family as well. You could have been the most sensitive one emotionally in your family as well. People may be talking about your optimism, your joy, your hope, how loving and loyal you are, how committed to family you are. You may actually be committed to creating a strong family for yourself because of what you came from as well. Some of you could have dealt with addictions, or maybe you're dealing with a person in particular who has a lot of addictions, and maybe because of the way your parents were, you might be having a harder time separating yourself from this and being a little bit hypnotized by the situation. People are also talking about how you're very non-judgmental as well. Risky behaviors. Jealous and greedy. They don't feel guilty for anything, and they think that they're entitled to everything that others have without working for it themselves. Filled with self-hate and doubt, anxious and can't trust others, self-sabotages and self-harms, high-risk behaviors, and moody, kind of bipolar or manic depressive. So people could be, like I was saying, talking about how there could actually be something genetically linked between you and your parents as well. People may be discussing you being kind of high risk, doing things that aren't safe for yourself or for others, having a lot of self-hate or doubt, self-sabotaging, putting yourself in situations that aren't good for you, things like that. They may also be talking about how you feel like you're entitled to having a lot when you haven't put in the work for it. And you know what? None of this has to be true at all. Just because people are talking does not mean that this is actually truly who you are. And a lot of times people that are talking like this are busy projecting their own inner issues onto you. For some of you, this could actually be your siblings saying that you're like one particular parent, and maybe that parent, maybe you are half siblings with these siblings, and maybe that parent was not their parent, and they could actually be quite jealous of the relationship that you had with this parent, and so that could be part of what they have going on as well. And maybe this particular parent was somebody who for a long time was very high risk. They may have been very in and out of your life. They may have done some really stupid things. They could have been an addict or an alcoholic. For some of you, this person might have cleaned up their behavior later in life and came back into your life and was a big part of your life, which could be why there's this jealousy or sibling rivalry going on here. And for others of you, you may actually be going through some of these similar things as well. And so it might be time to put some extra time, effort, and care into your mental health and understanding why you feel like you need to do some of the things that you do. We also have, they radiate joy and spread so much happiness in life. That optimism, that joy, that happiness, that hope-filled energy, and that love and caring energy. Releases trapped energy and heals people as they flutter around, bringing tower moments as they go. So you may actually bring a lot of sudden realizations to people. You may bring a lot of truths to people. You may make people look in the mirror and see things more clearly. You may have actually helped to heal some of those members of your family who could have had some of those issues as well, or maybe even people that were outside of your family because you couldn't have much of an effect on your family because your family may actually be the ones that are saying some of these nastier things about you because they have never taken the time to work on those things themselves and they're upset that you have. Has a voice that is very melodic and amazing, very, very talented singer and reader, emotional and powerful in their speech, captivating everyone who listens. So people are really drawn into you when you speak or when you do something. People really find it fascinating, and you could have a lot of eyes on you on a regular basis. You could have a lot of people that really want to have some of your time or energy as well. And you know what? If you are doing something that's kind of a high-risk job and you are putting a lot of time, effort, and energy into that without making much money right now, people could be talking about that as far as the high-risk behaviors or the feeling like you're entitled to have things handed to you because you're working on something that's very important to you. There's a lot of people who go to college for years and have their parents support them. There's a lot of people who work on their dreams and have their parents support them, or their family helps to support them while they're doing those things. And I feel like a lot of you, your family has turned away from you and they are accusing you of just being this greedy, jealous person and this person that expects them to give to you without you doing anything for them. But honestly, you're a very caregiving, loving person who takes care of everyone around you. And so you may not have the money to offer, but you have other things to offer. A special person with a special purpose. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up known throughout the world. They make such a big impact in the lives of others, known and unknown. So once again, you could definitely be working on something very important to yourself, very important to the world around you, and you're working very hard at this. You're very dedicated, very committed, and there is a lot of people that are seeing the good things that you are doing in your life and in the world around you. So I wouldn't be too worried about the few haters that are busy being jealous or being upset or just blowing things out of proportion or even trying to accuse you of living your life in an unsafe manner. There's a lot of people that would say even having some of your stuff public is unsafe. Performing in front of complete strangers, as I do, is completely unsafe, and you shouldn't let anybody know anything about your life. My dad was very much like that. So you could actually have people that are saying those things simply because they wouldn't do those things because they're paranoid or because they feel like something bad will happen if they let anybody in or if they are in the public eye. And sometimes bad things do happen. Sometimes good things happen. And sometimes bad things happen even when you're not out there in the public eye, and sometimes good things happen. So it doesn't matter how you're living, there's going to be a risk to it anyway. And with big risks come big rewards as well. So there may actually be some people that are talking about that as well. We have the lizard, we have the frog, we have the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun. People are talking about how optimistic you are, how hopeful you are, how honest and authentic you are, how passionate you are, how you have a lot of different ideas, perspectives, and understandings about the way things are in this world and how things work. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be through music, but for some of you, it'll be through something else. But for the majority of the people who chose this pile, it's going to be through your music, through your lyrics. You really bring a lot of new ideas and understandings to other people's minds as well. You may have a lot of people who fight over your time, over your attention. You may have a lot of people who are competing for you as well, or who really want to have some sort of passionate start with you. You may have a lot of people after you sexually as well. Some of you may have actually had a few different partners as well. And who's to say that that's a bad thing if you're just exploring your options? I mean, people can say that's a bad thing, but meanwhile, they're over here, having sex with the same person for their entire life, and this person beats them every day when they get home, and yet they're staying there because it's disgusting and sinful to go have sex with somebody else or to walk away from this person when really, who wants to live a life like that? So who's to say what you're doing is bad either? You're also somebody who may cry a lot. You're very sensitive. You're very emotional. You're also very healing. You are a healer, and you bring a healing touch to the lives around you. You're somebody who could fit in anywhere and everywhere, and you're also somebody who really stands out at the same time. You're somebody as well who regenerates. After everything that you go through, you come back to life, and you come back to life stronger and wiser and smarter than you did or than you were before. So you're definitely being talked about as somebody who is able to go through the healing and grieving process and come out of it with happiness, hope, and optimism. And that even while you're going through this, you're still able to maintain a sense of optimism and hope for the future as well. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not you resonated with this, what might be going on, what you're working on, definitely. And if you guys did enjoy this, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, think about donating, or check out my other channel and do the same things. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list in the description box below. And I truly appreciate anybody and everybody who gives back to me for what I give to you guys here. It really does help me out, and it's a great way to give back for the energetic healing sessions that I bring you guys, and to support me on my path as I'm here to help support you on yours. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, pile 2, let's see what the gossip going on about you is, and possibly who is doing it. We didn't get a who in pile 1 really, but maybe we will here. Kiss me. This could be somebody that is wanting to have a passionate new beginning with you, somebody who may be a love interest or is looking at you as a love interest. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. California, San Francisco, Sacramento, Los Angeles, Balboa, Imagine. So this could be somebody from California. This could also be, you could be from California. This could be somebody that's new to the area you're in as well. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. People may be talking about how you could really be on top of the world. You can rise up. You could definitely be somebody who has a lot of attention. You're a very happy person as well. You're a very joyful person. You bring a lot of light into other people's eyes, or a lot of light into other people's eyes. Sometimes you might actually be, that light might be blinding to people a bit. Imagine, somebody may be imagining the possibilities with you as well, and maybe even discussing that with other people. We have a turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. So somebody may be talking about how it's going to take a slow, steady progression to create something with you. We have Taurus, Cancer, imaginative, Scorpio, passionate, Cancer, Capricorn. So there may be something hidden. Somebody may have some sort of hidden emotions for you as well. People could be talking about how you're very stubborn, headstrong, down to earth. People may be talking about how much of a hard worker you are, especially when it comes to your family. You could be somebody who really does a lot for your family. You're very loyal, committed, caretaking, nurturing, loving, generous, and kind. But you also may have a bit of a shield up over your heart, and you may not express all of your emotions very deeply with other people a lot of times, because it takes a little while to get underneath your armor. O, Q, S, D. People may also be talking about some sort of addictions you may have had at some point. Some people may even be saying that you're a bit of a workaholic. People could say that you enjoy the finer things in life as well. So as important as family is for you, you are also working on having a steady, stable life financially. Z, G, L, E, lemon, K, F, C, P, cops, single, U, con, N, pun, Z, Pringles, once you pop you just can't stop, B, S, A, R, N, Y, V, S. Buns, suds, spud, spun, car, carny. You could have had some sort of addiction, or you could have been dealing with a lot of people who did have addictions as well. That could be part of the reason you have the guard up too, because with the spun being here, somebody could have been using meth. 4, fog, sun, S-O-N, and sun, S-U-N, and sunny. Papa, Sunny by Papa something is a song you might want to look up. It's a really good song. I haven't heard it in a while though. I might actually just go look it up after this. Sunny Yeah. I think it's Sunny Yeah. Sugar and spice and everything nice. When you spin sugar, it turns into cotton candy, and we had something about a carnival here too. So there could be something about a carnival, carpe diem, carp, park, crap. So let's see what else we have. Yep. A drug addict or alcoholic that is covering their feelings, pain, or secrets with substances. They need to heal, but you can't help those who don't want to help themselves. So, if you do have addictions of some sort, people are saying that no one can help you because you don't want to help yourself, and that you're just throwing your life away, and you're going to have to hit rock bottom before you come back up out of it. And if you don't have these addictions, then It may have something to do with the people that you have been around. You could be somebody who may actually do some sort of outreach type of thing, or you may work with addicts in some sort of way, or you may just not judge people, and you may be around people like that. And so guilt by association, which is bullshit anyway. People really shouldn't be doing that. If you don't actually know what's going on, you shouldn't be accusing people of things because other people around them did it. I mean, when somebody arrests a pedophile for abusing children, they don't blame the entire family. I mean, they don't go, oh, because you were in a relationship with him, you must be a pedophile too. Oh, because he was your brother, you must be a pedophile too. Yeah, so how can they do that with this? But anyway, you could have actually even had some issues with cops because of that, or something along those lines. You may have even actually been arrested at some point because of addictions or something along those lines. And this could actually be a drug addict or alcoholic that is talking about you as well. They may actually even be covering their feelings, hiding their feelings in some sort of way through addictions. And people may be discussing that this person has decided that they are not good for you and has decided to stay away from you, but is now drowning themselves in alcohol or drugs or something along those lines. You can't trust them. They are in too deep, and they are protecting themselves now at the expense of everyone around them. It's a done deal. No more chances, come clean. So people could actually be talking about, like I said before, that you are the one that's a drug addict or an alcoholic. And if not, you may be dealing with one that is lying, one that is stealing, one that is hurting people, or somebody could be saying that about other people or you. When an addict gets really bad, when it comes to when it comes to weed, I mean, most people, when it comes to weed, they don't go out and kill people. They don't go out and rob people to supply it. Even with cigarettes, yeah, you might go raid a few ashtrays, or you might bum one from somebody, but you're not going to run around and rob and kill people to get the money for it. When it comes to some of the worst addictions, people will do things like that. So people could actually be saying something about you on that front, or people could be talking about somebody around you that you are not seeing the truth about, that you need to move away from. Charismatic, confident, and versatile, flexible, and adaptable, can face any challenge and makes an amazing leader, is good with communication and with reading others. So on the other side of that coin, you have a lot of people talking about how you're an amazing leader. You're very confident, charismatic, you're very versatile, able to really face anything and overcome any challenge. And once again, you could have been in this state in the past and you have come out of that. So that could be part of that as well. Very fair, truthful, a beautiful person with a beautiful heart, always tries their best and admits when they're wrong, says sorry and means it. They follow through with their actions. So once again, you have people that are talking about you in a very good way as well on the other side of the coin. People that are like, oh, this person, they would never be involved in that. This person's such a loving, beautiful person. This person's so charismatic and confident. They're a leader. They aren't somebody hiding away and burying their emotions under a rug. They're expressing them everywhere they go. Reads a lot, loves alone time, teaches others, and creates a safe space to learn. Has inspired so many, but is alone a lot. They are there for others, but they don't have much support in return. So, once again, you could be working with people that are like this as well. And if you do work with people that are like this, people are like, oh, this person has learned how to put their boundaries in place. This person knows when to hold them and they know when to fold them. They know when they need to walk away from a situation that is unhealthy. And they know when there can actually be progress made and help put in. And even if they put all this help in and this person isn't wanting to help themselves and isn't wanting to come out of it, at the end of the day, they know that when this person is ready to come out of it, the things that they have done will make an impact at that point too. The Knight of Wands, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, the Snake, and the Dolphin. So yes, you're definitely a healer, somebody who has broken a lot of karmic cycles and a lot of chains in your life. You have broken free from the way that you were raised and the things that happened in your household. You also could have had a parental figure, possibly a father, could be a mother too. Could have been a mother who was part of the independent women era, and so she was very masculine. But there was a very masculine person in your energy when you were younger that was very in and out, hot and cold, on and off. You never knew how they were going to behave. Very impulsive. Could have dealt with a lot of like hypersexuality inside of yourself or in others around you. You may have even dealt with people that were workaholics that threw themselves completely into work to where they ignored everything around them. You may have even tried to make a relationship with somebody that was like that, and this person may have been stepping out on you, or this person may have not really known what they wanted. And I feel like you have broken this cycle. You've really healed a lot of things that are going on inside of you, and people are discussing that. They're talking about how much you have been through and how you continue to press forward with hope in your heart, and how you have really brought a shining light of hope to others in their darkest times to where they could follow it out the other end. People are also talking about a business that you are making, if you're making a business, or whatever it is that you're doing in work, which if people are talking about you in your work life, I feel like you are doing something in the healing field in some sort of way. A lot of you could definitely be somebody who works as an addiction counselor, or you could work in an AA office, or you could work with children for some of you as well, maybe even children of addicts. Some of you could do social work or something along those lines, but whatever you do, you're a very healing, loving person, and people really appreciate and see your light that you bring to this world, and they really feel like you deserve to have a very strong, stable, solid relationship in your life, and they're feeling like maybe this next situation that is looking like it's coming up for you may be something that you can slowly build something beautiful in. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through in the comments below, what you're doing for work as well. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, think about donating or leaving a timestamp. And you can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list in the description box below. Anybody who is here to support me on my path as I'm here to support you on yours, I truly appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for that. All of those are really great ways to be able to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions I bring to you guys, and you guys make a world of difference if you don't know that. So I hope you know that, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So for pile 3, let's see what the gossip is surrounding you, possibly who's saying it to. We have a crown on top of the world. Handmade. Just kidding. Handmade crown. People could be talking about how you have had to work very hard to, and you really didn't have anything handed to you while you were working on building yourself up and getting into this leadership position you now find yourself in. We have a white heart and a ballet dancer. People could be discussing your dancing and how beautiful it is or how amazing it is. People could also be talking about how you're very graceful in your movements. People could be talking about how pure your heart is and how loving it is. Queens Don't is the song that's coming to mind right now. How you're very protected. You are very pure-hearted, and because you have such a pure, amazing heart, you are very protected, and people have really noticed this level of protection. When people mess with you or people try to get one over on you, generally they get karma very quickly. You have a lot of beauty inside of you, and you're far more intelligent than people know. People may underestimate your intelligence because you're such a kind-hearted, loving person, and also because you may be actually very beautiful or handsome on the outside, and so people generally may underestimate your intelligence and the level of wisdom that you have within you. People don't realize when they go to try to pull one over on you that people have done this your entire life and that you have learned a lot because of it. Every time a grain of sand gets inside this little shell here, that oyster gets more and more beautiful, or that pearl gets more and more beautiful. And you have a lot of beauty within you. Another ballet dancer. I almost thought that was a cat though, but it's not. There could definitely be something about your dancing or a dance routine you've been doing. Maybe you dance for exercise. Maybe people have seen you dancing. Maybe you just kind of dance wherever you are and you really enjoy dancing or moving. And we have a mermaid tail. Your communication is very deep. You're definitely not a shallow person. You are somebody who is anything but shallow. You're very emotional, very intuitive, and you don't mind expressing those things. You are out of this world. People are kind of like, wow, did you even come from this place? I didn't know anything like this existed on this planet. You are an inspiration to a lot of people as well. You may really enjoy being outside at night, walking under the stars, talking under the stars, looking at the stars. You may be very connected to space, or you may be very interested in aliens or star seeds, or just a lot of things that other people are not so open about, but you're very open about it. Handmade again. You may make a lot of things with your own two hands. Whatever you do for work, you may actually make with your own two hands. Some of you may actually create dance routines as well. You're very different from others. Aries, Cancer. You could have people that are very jealous or competitive with you as well. Pisces, intuitive. You could have people trying to start drama or chaos or trying to start fights with you. Capricorn, ambitious. Aries again. Some of the people that might be talking about you, an in-law, especially like mother-in-law, maybe children, siblings, maybe even a father or mother. Aquarius, friendly. Somebody is definitely protecting you. Protecting you maybe from some of the slander that somebody may be throwing your way, because somebody may really be trying to throw a wrench in whatever it is that you're working on or doing in your life because of jealousy. K-I. Kill is the first thing that popped in my mind. H. F. C. D. Hid. Kid. Z. People may be talking about something that your child hid from you as well. J. O. Or something that you hid from them. W. G. W. Maybe even something that people around you hid from you. B. A. X. Axe. E. X. A. H. T. Heat. Heated arguments. Q. W. Passion. Web. Taught. Hot. Ant. Tau. Axe throwing. We went axe throwing this last week, and so yeah, you may be doing a lot of different things, or a lot of new things, or a lot of things that people really aren't used to as well. Head, heart, wig. People, for some of you, people may actually be saying that your hair's not real and you wear a wig. Bag, back, bake, baked. Thaw, thawed out. People may be talking about your heart thawing or something along those lines. Cat, hat, bat. Joe, jaw. Heather, hick. Blackmail has been committed, holding something over someone's head, and they are too scared to come forward. Someone knows something and will soon reveal the truth. So yeah, there could definitely be somebody who has dealt with blackmail in this pile, or you may actually have a child that is dealing with blackmail from someone right now. That actually came up in my live reading earlier today as well. Or Was it my live reading or my last pick a card? I don't know. But something about a child being blackmailed and something being held over their head, too scared to come forward, but soon they're going to be coming forward. Possibly an oldest child. Maybe something about your parents or about their grandparents. Very prideful and can't admit when they are wrong, has a hard time accepting things as they are and looking in the mirror. Victimhood mentality and pity parties. So somebody may be saying that you're very prideful, that you can't admit when you're wrong, that you have a hard time accepting things the way that they are, you have a hard time looking in the mirror, you may try to blame other people, or you may be in a victimhood mentality or throwing pity parties or things like that. People may actually be saying those things about you. I have a feeling that those things are not true at all, but somebody else is backing them up and, oh yeah, they're right, this is how it is, this is true, and it's because this person's holding something over someone else's head. Family secrets are hidden so deep, they refuse to be honest and own up to anything that they have done. Their family has been getting away with this for too long. So somebody could be talking about your family having secrets that are hidden and needing to own up to these things, that they've been getting away with things for too long. Somebody could be talking about you, or this may be that they're talking about somebody connected to you. Somebody connected to you that has hidden secrets, that they are maybe even hidden addictions or something along those lines. Let's see what else is here. Always understanding and empathetic, hyper aware and tuned in, works well with others, always gives a helping hand. Are a beauty, you are a beauty to behold. Doesn't like gossip either. So you're somebody who is amazingly beautiful, understanding, empathetic, compassionate, caring, and kind. You don't like gossip at all. You don't like people sitting and talking about other people, things like that. And I feel like a lot of what this stuff here is going on is that somebody is spending a lot of their time talking about you and saying some really nasty things about you. But all of these things are going to be being revealed here in the near future, and this person is going to be found out to be a liar, somebody who's just making up all of these things because of jealousy over you. Always looks good and smells good, takes care of themselves very well. That self-love spreads the love of others too. Very comforting and peaceful presence. A collector of many different things. Everyone can find something that they love in their collections. Rocks, coins, stamps, artwork, movies, music, etc. So you could definitely be somebody who collects a lot of different things, maybe even charms, a lot of different things. Maybe even little figurines and things like that. That could be what the ballet dancers were about as well. You collect a lot of things, you're understanding, empathetic, kind, caring, giving. You are definitely somebody that people, that children really love to be around as well. You always look good, you always smell good, you always take care of yourself, even when it's hard to do, even when you don't have adequate resources around you, you make do with what you have. And that amount of self-love really spreads to the people around you. You love others to the fullest capability, and you show them how to love themselves as well. I feel like you're showing this child, if there's a child involved in this, or just somebody younger than you, or somebody that's being blackmailed around you, you are showing them how to love themselves and how to break out of this cycle, and how to trust in being able to come forward and expose the truths of the lies that have been happening, and to feel safe in doing so. The bee, the phoenix, the octopus, the elephant. People could be saying how you might hold on too tightly at times. You may be a little clingy, needy, greedy, like you may hold on too tightly or be a little controlling, or vice versa. You may have dealt with somebody who was like that as well. You're very strong, stable, sturdy, solid. You remember everything that has happened. You've been through a lot. And because of what you've been through and how much you've been through, you are really somebody very strong and very solid and stable. You're very grounded. You have a lot of passion, a lot of drive, and a lot of motivation, but you're also very grounded as well. You're very wise and auspicious. And you are also somebody who has been through some of the harshest and hardest experiences And you have been able to, it's like they tried to burn you down and bag the ashes, but you didn't let that happen. When those ashes fell into a pile and they went to go get a bag to collect up those ashes, you rose back up while they were gone, and you were better than ever, bigger, stronger, more wise, more solid, more capable. And when they came back, they were not able to burn you down again because there was no way. Also, people in your community have watched you and seen you go through these things and watched you come up out of it. And people are really feeling like these people that this person has been dealing with, these liars, these manipulators, these scapegoaters, these gaslighters, these people that have been trying to destroy this amazing being, really need to be exposed for who they are. So there's definitely a lot of things that are going to be coming out in the open here in the near future. We have the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Cups. You have learned a lot about emotional intelligence. You have a very high EQ. You're very emotionally intelligent, very emotionally aware. You are good at expressing your emotions, and you don't let fear keep you from expressing your emotions. Sometimes it may come off as a little impulsive to other people, but you know what you're doing when you do these things. You are somebody who loves to learn, and you love to learn because you love to teach. You are very good with children, extremely good with children, and children really love you. They look up to you. They feel safe and comfortable and at peace when they're with you. I feel like somebody may have even tried to take your children away from you and tried to leave you with nothing. Maybe they felt like this is the thing that they could take from you that you could never get back, and so to get back at you, they wanted to try to do that. They may have even forced you out of your place of living, or they may have something along those lines. Either way, the heartbreak of the loss and the pain and the hurt and despair that you have felt in the past, you are moving your way out of this energy. You're leaving the darkness behind, you're leaving the shadow behind, you're leaving the pain behind, and your heart is coming back to life. And people are discussing how much you have learned from this. And you may have actually even written a lot about the things that you have gone through as well. Somebody may have actually read what you wrote about some of the things that happened and what was going on there. And so that may be part of what somebody may be holding back from you or keeping a secret from you as well. Either way, people are really seeing you as a leader, somebody who's very strong, very wise, very solid, and somebody who is very good at maintaining balance no matter what emotional happenings are going on around you. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Think about donating. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list all in the description box below, or leave a timestamp. All of those things are great ways that you can give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you guys regularly. And I truly appreciate any and every one of you who supports me on my path in whatever way you do, while I'm here to support you on yours. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.